Welcome everybody to Otakus Justin here, and today I am going to be reviewing the manga I Love You So Much, I Hate You by Uni. And this is in the Yuri genre, and as always I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. What do work and love have in common? They both can take over your life. Fujimura and her boss Ayako are an unbeaten duo at work. But after hours, the relationship is more than professional. As tensions mount between Ayako and her husband, Fujimura's feelings grow stronger, and they have to decide, is it love they seek or merely pleasure? And this is, I did enjoy reading this. As always, first, for parents, I just have to let you know this little thing here. There is a parental advisory warning. There are sex scenes in this manga. Very, for the older crowd, very tasteful sex scenes, nothing explicit, more on the sensual side of things. But yes, there is some graphic nature in this book, so let me just get that out the way. From a story standpoint, if you read a lot of Yuri, then this is kind of a paint by numbers, which you already expect when it comes to a plot synopsis like this. You have, especially when it comes to a love triangle, you have the one who's pursuing someone else that's in a relationship, the one who's in a relationship that's the one having the affair, and they are having conflicted emotions about it. With this one, I did enjoy reading it, as cliche as it was at times, but I did enjoy reading it. I thought Fujimura is a very interesting character. For me, reading her character, and I'm thinking about my own dating experiences, she felt, for me, a little bit needy. There was some red flags for me when I was reading this character that I think Ayako should have spotted. Like, she was very, very clingy. Like, there's dialogue in here that's like, when they're in intimacy, let me just put it nicely, when they're in intimacy, she is going things like, I love you, like, I'm just happy to be being loved by you. Keep in mind, this is just like a fling going on at this point, and this is what I've always dreamed about with us together. Things like that when you're first kicking it off is kind of, for me, would have been like, okay, a little too much. But I did like that relationship dynamic. For me, I just felt she was kind of a little bit obsessive with Ayako. Ayako, on the other hand, has a really good arc as well. Here she has a husband, and not saying she's battling with her sexuality. I think she is identified as bi as the story goes on, but she is kind of in a loveless marriage, and for her, when you look at it from her perspective, this is more of a pleasure until you get to like the ending, but this is more of like a pleasure thing for her. It's something that to fill this emotional void that she's not getting from her husband, who's just basically, he's kind of a bum. So he's just too into himself. He's already cheating. So there's a lot of things in her dynamic that made it more of a more interesting read. As far as the art style goes, really do love the art here. Love the art style, love the dynamic. I love the art style of it. It's pretty good. I like it. Character designs are great. Let me not go to a sexy scene here, but yeah, this really does good when it comes to the emotion of the characters and bringing that out. So really good job on that. So, is this something to pick up? Is the question. Is probably why you're watching this review. You know what? I'm gonna recommend it. But if you are a heavy Yuri reader, then this is nothing new under the sun. You've seen this plot over and over again. But it is a very nice, cute story. It's about two women who are just basically trying to find love and trying to find some simple sense of purpose and fulfillment in their relationship era. I think Fujimura was a little bit clingy, a little bit obsessive. I did like Ayoko's character. It would have been cool to see more of her relationship. I would have liked to see more of Ayoko's relationship with her husband, to really get more of that meat of how that relationship was handled, more of his reaction to things and of that nature. But they did a good job of giving a book ending on things. So, you know what, I'm gonna recommend it. I say pick it up. I'm gonna give it, let me see, for those who like letters, I'm gonna give it a B-. Those who like numbers, I'm gonna give it a, let's give it a fair 8.0. That's mainly because I really like the art style of it, and the sensual scenes were really tasteful, really done well. And I like the character of AO. And star-wise, let's see, I'll give it 3.5. It's pretty good. This is published by Yen Press, by the way. For those who want to know who's the publisher, Yen Press is the publisher of this. This is Justin from Otakusthegeeks.com saying later days. I'll catch you in the next one. And stay tuned for more manga reviews here at Otakusthegeeks.com. And don't forget, if you like what we do here, like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, visit Otakusthegeeks.com. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram at Otakusthegeeks, Twitter at Otakus and Geeks, and that is all. Later days.